We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
A tough run there for Cam Akers, the rookie out of Florida State. And while he had some experience in that while in college, remember the Rams' offensive line was inconsistent last year too. They're trying to get better. But while he was in college, oftentimes he would hesitate maybe a little bit too long behind the line of scrimmage, looking for the big run. Here in the NFL, put your foot in the ground, get your shoulders down, and get what you can.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle.
If these kinds of lanes are available, the previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Sanders, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. An Eagle first down, wins to Ertz.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Quez Watkins, the intended target. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, gone. That's taken in by Henderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield, and that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
5 yards remain on second down. Now the 6-year man from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Duke Riley on the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run. And
try to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Number 26,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jalen Reagor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Out of bounds at the
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Push him back. Come on. Check it back.
On play action, Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 53.
Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd and long. It's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Tackle made at the 20.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Now gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
As Sanders has it poked free. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. On the return is Henderson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. Some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
2nd and 12 at the Rams' 30-yard line.
The 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return is Henderson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's gone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Jackson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 38. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys continue to pour it on.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Man up, D. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
19 yards.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Akers. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 40, Rams nothing.
Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Complete to
Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Score Eagles 40, Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Clement. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles continue to roll. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
5-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the second down throw on target. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Value 3, value 3.
53, Mike.
Hey, I'm coming.
18,
A shotgun snap for Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st down, Rams.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To the air again, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
Goff.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Again, Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Undercrush.
Down the man inside, down the man.
You go tight. You got tight.
They'll go again with Sanders. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. 13 yards remaining on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spend more.
Today's final score, Eagles.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.